Lions earned the title King of the Beasts, perhaps because few, if any, sounds in the animal kingdom are as frightening as the lion's roar. Or perhaps it is because the long, heavy mane simply looks regal. They are the second largest of the big cats, after the Siberian tigers. There are two main subspecies of lions that exist today, as categorized by the part of the world they live in. The first subspecies is the African lion that dwells in southern and central Africa. The other one is the Asiatic lion found in the Gir Forest, India. To many people, these two lion subspecies resemble each other. However, upon close examination, you will discover that they exhibit noticeable differences in diet, habitat, and size. Despite their dwindling numbers, lions are actually incredibly adaptable animals that can and will inhabit very dry climates, as they get most of the moisture they need from their food. They prefer areas of open woodland, scrub, and long grasslands where there are not only plenty of covers, but also a wide variety of prey. Lions have strong, compact bodies and powerful forelegs, teeth, and jaws for pulling down and killing prey. Their coats are yellow gold, and adult males have shaggy manes that range in color from blonde to reddish brown to black. The length and color of a lion's mane are likely determined by age, genetics, and hormones. Young lions have light spotting on their coats that disappears as they grow. In Asia, the average weight of a male lion is about 352 to 418 pounds, or 160 to 190 kilograms, with a length of about 7.8 to 9.5 feet, or 2.4 to 2.9 meters. While in Africa, the average weighs about 320 to 452 pounds, or 145 to 205 kilograms, with a length of about 8.2 to 9.8 feet, or 2.5 to 3 meters. The lion is a large and carnivorous animal that survives only by eating other animals to sustain itself. Its diet consists of buffalo, wildebeests, and even giraffes, depending on the abundance and variety of prey species within their territory. Lions primarily catch gazelle, zebra, and warthog along with several antelope species by following the herds across the open grasslands. They will not turn their noses up though at hunting alone should the situation arise, and will happily steal the kill of another animal. Once the animal has been caught though, circumstances change as the females will allow the male lion to eat first before indulging themselves. The cubs, however, are at the bottom of the pile and have to be content with what remains once the adults have finished. The social structure of the lion is very interesting to observe. A group of lions living together is called a pride. There are typically 5 or 6 females that live in it plus their cubs. There may only be one male, or there can be up to 2 of them. The only one will be the dominant male though, and the one that has the right to mate with the females. It seems that every member of the pride has a role to play. That role can shift though depending on their needs and size of the pride. Usually, all the adults in the pride will work as a team to protect each other and the young from other predators. However, there is often a hierarchy here that determines who will be dominant in that fight to protect them. Some lions may cover the outer perimeter with others remaining well protected inside of it. There can be brutal battles between entire prides of lions over territory. When they have locations that overlap, there may be a fight for who gets to keep it. Such battles are becoming more frequent now that humans are taking away so much of the area that the lions once called their home. As everyone knows, lions are extremely strong cats and have amazing qualities. But can they cope in Siberia? Lions are built for the heat, not cold. African lions evolved in the hot savanna of Africa, where temperatures stay around 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius through most of the year. The extensive geographical region of Siberia, a part of modern Russia, is known for its extreme climate, one of the coldest in the world. The Siberian territory extends from the east of the Ural Mountains in the west to the Pacific coast in the east. From north to south, it stretches from the Arctic Ocean to north-central Kazakhstan and Russia's borders with Mongolia and China. Vegetation in this vast landscape is primarily taiga, with a tundra belt north of the Atlantic Circle and temperate forests south of the taiga. Despite the harsh climate prevailing in Siberia and limited vegetation, Siberia houses a diversity of animals, including the Siberian tiger. Although we usually think of lions as the kings of the wide-open plains of Africa, ancient Greek accounts suggest that European lions did live in mountainous areas. For example, in the Odyssey, Homer compared Polyphemus to a mountain-bred lion. Inhabiting Europe until about the time of the last European Ice Age, the cave lion lived at the same time as Neanderthals and Cro-Magnon man, and has been depicted in cave paintings, among other arts. The common name comes from their graphic appearance in caves, although they probably did not live in them. Also, scientists found an astonishingly well-preserved cave lion cub in Siberia's permafrost that lived 28,000 years ago, and may even have traces of its mother's milk in it. Although lions can't survive in cold weather, they still visit places that get chilly at night. Lions leave the African savanna when it gets too hot during the day and go into the cool shade of the woods. Lions may also leave their territory to find prey that has moved there to escape the heat. To survive in colder climates, lions would need to grow thick fur coats like tigers, leopards, and jaguars. They would also need to hibernate through the coldest winter months. Daily fluctuations in temperature are a fact of life for all living creatures. Animals have developed mechanisms to adapt to and survive changes from their optimum temperatures. Lions can't control the weather, but they have their own tricks to deal with cold conditions, just as well as warmth. Lions that live in habitats where conditions become extremely hot during the year have developed the ability to disconnect their internal thermostats. By suppressing bodily functions that produce or need heat, they can stay active in the searing sun without overheating. The same goes for lions living in the winter months. Lions can adapt and acclimate themselves to lower temperatures by slowing down their metabolisms and reducing explosive movements, which produce heat. The only problem with this strategy is that it reduces hunting ability, making lions more vulnerable to prey. As for the cold weather enigma, the solution seems to be keeping warm by huddling together. Adult lions are often seen seeking out the warmth in each other's company during very chilly days, even when prey is not scarce. It is also worth mentioning that animals can be selective about the prey they target when hunting in cold weather. When temperatures are low, carnivores tend to focus on herbivores with high body fat content, which generate more heat upon digestion. The Novosibirsk Zoo in Russia has lions that live in an open enclosure all year long, while the newborn cubs die in the cold, and they had to be cared for in a warm place. Adult lions deal with the cold just fine, as long as they are properly fed. If lions could survive the temperatures in Siberia with a few adaptations, we must also consider the competition they would have with other predators in this geographical area. The Siberian tiger, or Amur tiger, is perhaps the most iconic species found in the remote wilderness of Siberia. Given that lions live in groups, Siberian tigers probably wouldn't be too much of a problem for them. However, heavy poaching and habitat loss are the biggest threats to this tiger subspecies, so lions may face the same problems. Another important predator in Siberia is the East Siberian brown bear. These bears feed on mountain hares and ungulates and, unlike other bears, have no love for honey. They are bolder than their European counterparts and often invade human camps in search of food. An encounter between such an example and a lion could end badly for the latter, but a pride could probably deal with it. Lions are great hunters, but they aren't skilled at catching animals in deep snow or crossing wide rivers with strong currents. These factors make it difficult for lions to hunt on colder days or in colder places. However, lions may learn to hunt animals such as wild boar, deer, or elk. Even though lions may survive in Siberia, introducing predators typically ends up being more of a problem than a solution. Siberia already has major species issues. Introducing lions may negatively affect a lot of native populations, including ones that are already vulnerable. Now that you've heard our opinion, we want to know yours. Do you think lions could survive in Siberia? We're waiting for your answers in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. You can also leave a comment with what you would like to see in the following videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time!